Hi, my name is Noga Landau, and in 2014 I had my first feature on the BloodList. It's a sci-fi thriller called Tau, and so I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do and answer some questions from one Kaylee Marsh. I grew up in northern New Mexico, in an area where there are no street lamps and it's dirt roads and it's a little rural. So when it got dark at night, it got dark, and the monsters came out. And I have always had an overactive imagination, and eventually I realized that the monsters were actually coming from my head and not the darkness. And so I thought I should probably start putting this down on paper. I just recently started rewatching all these home movies from when I was really little, and there's this one from when I was about maybe 4, where like the neighbor boys are over playing at the house, and they're a little bit older, they're like 7 or 8, and the video is me literally chasing them through the house, yelling, "There's a ghost! It's gonna come and get us all! Run!" And I'm like really fucking selling it, and they are totally buying it. And I'm just scaring the shit out of these boys that are like 3 times my size. So I think that's probably where the trouble started. First feature was Tau, which is a BloodList script, and it's my strategically placed poster that was actually made by a friend before it was ever the movie that it became, and that it is becoming. I wrote the script in film school, and I wrote it fast, and it's a contained thriller, and it was shot this summer in Serbia, and I'm so excited. It's in post right now in Los Angeles, so it is becoming a movie. I've been on this show called The Magicians, which is on Sci-Fi. It's a dark fantasy and with horror elements in it, and lots of magic, and it's a beautifully told serialized story. And it's a privilege to be on a show like that. The other big announcement that I have that's very exciting is a pilot that I wrote for Sci-Fi as well just got greenlit. So it's called The Haunted, and this is going to be fun because this is actually my first like straight horror. There's no sci-fi. There's no magic. It's just horror, supernatural horror. We're just going into prep for it now. And The Haunted is about a group of 4 adult siblings, and their parents were paranormal investigators who are murdered. Spoiler alert, in the pilot. And the 4 siblings start to realize that their parents were not murdered by something of this world, and that in fact what their parents did was probably real. And the horror unfolds from there. Don't be afraid of your nightmares. Turn and face them and really look into them, because you're only really scared of yourself and what comes from within you. So if you can tap into that and do it in a healthy, creative, safe way, then you will scare the shit out of people in a good, healthy, safe way, and that's why we do what we do. So there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope this was okay. I totally vlogged from my floor. I don't know if this is like something you can do, but I did it. I feel very professional. Bye!